Hi everyone, welcome to Final Fantasy 6.2 Main Story Quest. This is the story series, and we are continuing where we left off on the last episode with the dungeon having been completed, and we learned a lot about what's going on in the 13th reflection of Final Fantasy. So, please bear in mind, this video does have spoilers if you have not played 6.2 yet, so please consider that your spoiler warning. Yep, and if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It helps tell me what content you would like to see in the future, and helps me grow the channel as it tells YouTube to recommend this content to others as well. And I would very much appreciate the support in growing this channel. And without further ado, let's get into the video and enjoy. Since we know what they say now. That feels weird being back home on the 13th.
This Scarmalione, he knew the gate had opened.
Yeah, he did.
And not for the first time. He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
I would say as a logical assumption.
As we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent.
Oh yeah, that was kind of creepy.
Like men, perhaps they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
Well, they are kind of living beings like we are, just they have degenerate forms because they're kind of consuming life.
The question is, what will the minions do?
Only one way to find out. Just press forward. Hey, you're gonna keep coming. One of the four are done.
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
Thank you, Estinian.
I expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
I'd say it's a logical assumption.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
These ain't normal beasts.
There is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways.
That's a very good point. Yeah, let's proceed with caution and pick up what we can.
Sage advice, my friend. 'Tis reassuring to have one so experienced with us.
How I got this far. And this is my home after all, so... But we gotta figure out what's going on here, because it has been quite a long time.
I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
Hang right, we will, Varshan. Let's go. It sucks that we have one expert dungeon now, and this is it. Buried Murray. And it's right behind me. You turn around and see it. Ah! Creaks my neck trying to look at it. Enter the Felcourt de Troia. Seems the minions are keeping their distance for now. Let's carry on. I never dreamed I would come this far. I can't thank you all enough for your cooperation. The castle should serve as the base of operations for now. Ere we set our sights elsewhere, let's see what we can learn here. What there is to learn here. I agree, Yustola. We need to proceed cautiously from this point. Varshan wears a look of quiet determination. Alright, let's go, Varshan. The warding scale exhibits no change. It should be safe to remain here and begin our search. But whither now? I would sense Azjazaya were she remotely near, but there is nothing. Might you not call to her? Let her know you have come? Alas, this vessel is not capable of calling across vast distances. For that, I require my true form. And even where possible, a dragon's call is borne upon ether. It is liable to draw more void sent to us. Let's see. In any case, there's little exploration to be done while we are confined to this isolated isle. I propose we begin by learning what we can from the castle's occupant. An understanding of their ways may prove useful to our cause. Wise, Yustola, as always. Very well. Let's hope for a few of them are capable of speech. But all remain vigilant while we go about our inquiries. We reconvene afterward. Agreed. Alrighty, now let's see what is going on with the castle. Not very chatty, is he? The creature snarls and glares at you. It is unlikely you will learn anything from it. Yeah. Anything from this one, Estinian? This one does not but stare. Somehow I kinda get why. Got anything from your fella there, Varshan? Some seem willing enough to converse. Whether they have the ability to do so is another matter. I completely agree. Do that. Can you speak?
Ice and ether you have. Give me some, give me some.
How about no? I kinda like my ether.
Oh, if only I were stronger, I'd be able to eat you.
Fine, I'll find someone else to eat. While you're able to communicate, this one seems to think only of feeding. Better to take your inquiries elsewhere. We're making progress, though. We know that some of them are, in fact, capable of speech. Yustola. Have you any luck with this one? Like the prevailing tongue in Nordland, the language of this world bears a resemblance to our own. It may be assumed that they share a common ancestor. A word? Forlorn Voidsent.
Mistress's eyes are beauteous, sublime to bask in her gaze's bliss. But now she's gone, never again will I feel her gaze.
No mistress, no orders, what am I to do now? What am I to do now? Ah, you have no maidens. This creature mutters endlessly to itself, not sparing you so much as a glance. This one, however, seems more promising, as it is armed to the teeth and fairly strong-looking.
I serve, I obey. Please don't eat me.
No, I don't want to eat you. I just want some information. That's all.
Dragon,
What's that? Does it taste good? I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything. But the one we caught recently, they seem to know lots. We threw them in the dungeon, but clever ones are tasty. He might have been eaten. You learned the hand from the void state. If you look in the dungeon, you may be able to find the clever one it mentioned. Oh, what? Maybe opening up a second dungeon here. All right, what have y'all got? I have nothing to share. Well, While those I approached had no will to fight, neither were they capable of holding a conversation worth the name. My experience was much the same. Lower rung voidsent tend to have lower intelligence, it would seem. Pity Scarmillone is dead. He was talkative, at least. What of you? One did mention there was someone being held at the dungeon, or who was a clever one. Of a voidsent and that would be the area in which we emote. Indeed. Let's take ourselves back then, find if this voidsent, preferably before it is fellows make a meal of it. Hurry, let's go. Catch up to the dungeon, then. I'm no good with voice acting. Aww, just a real big pup. He seems rather nice that he's not got someone tell him to be bloodthirsty. Some do. I don't want to pet him. A more intelligent one. We caught the weekend in the dungeon before being served up to the mistress. Cinderized, as she called it. That's the way she used to like it. That's kind of creepy. Oh, one of them can talk. What? Hey, big puppy. What you doing? Woof. All that, whatever's in that, it is like, whoa, what are these guys? I know he killed a bunch of them, but intense. Though there's only one dungeon here, we call it the fourth. The mistress's orders. But the mistress is gone and her orders with her. Rats can infest this castle for all I care. Oh, they don't seem to care much for their own mistress in large strokes. You're on jailer. No one comes and goes from this dungeon without permission. For you, though, I'll make an exception. Go on, go. Well, considering we beat the crap out of your mistress, you're probably happy that we got rid of her for you, because it makes you free again. Wow, this place is definitely twisted. I don't know how it's still whole. Let's talk to this guy, see what he has to say. Food for the mistress. This consumption is kept in these cells. With the mistress devoured, we're free to help ourselves. But the clever one is strong. Another warden went in to devour the clever one, but he hasn't come back out. Could this be the clever voidsent? Possibly. And just like the feel of this, stay on your guard. I kind of have to agree with the Stydian on that. There appears to be someone within. Let's go talk with him. See what's going on here. Hello. Oh, Xenos' avatar. Is that our counterpart for the 13th? You there. We meet again.
You are the friend.
A friend? What? Honey? Didn't you fade away when Xenos fell? Or are you Xenos?
Xenos? The disgraced prince you yourself laid low?
The very same, Marjan.
I see it now. The bottomless darkness. The insatiable hunger. The aura was present when we faced him in Garlemald. When Xenos died, Its connection to the source was severed. It was forced to return to the void.
But there's something different here.
Xenos. Yes, that was his name. And you are the friend, are you not?
I'm the person he wanted to kill, yes. Do I need to class change to Reaper? I'm afraid. Maybe we shouldn't be. What is it you need of me?
Is that Heidelin's crystal?
The very same. This is the warrior of light from the void. The heck? What? It's...
But how?
What the heck?
The light just now. Of course. And thus I am returned.
What the heck has happened?
What do you mean, returned? Who are you?
I have the same question.
I was once bound to the man named Xenos. His avatar, until you killed him.
Avatar, as in the void-sent servants of Reapers. In the name of his hunt, Xenos took up that traditional Garlean art.
We're not traditional about it.
And through it, he forged a covenant with a being of the void to lend him strength.
I get the feeling she's not a normal void scent.
Covenant? A curse, more like. He stole my power. There was no equity in the arrangement. My very essence was altered, twisted into a tool to serve his desires.
Okay, she is definitely no normal void scent. Like, there's something very different here.
Your previous appearance. This is your true form, then.
He is definitely a Reaper.
Perhaps not. What does it matter?
Indeed, it doesn't.
I agree with Estinian and her. on that.
Regardless of your form, you are a void sent by nature. So answer me this. Are you our enemy too?
Estinian, stand down.
In this world, only a fool would attempt to devour a stronger being.
We did beat you before.
And though it was as an avatar, I lost to you once, I have no desire to lose again.
At least we have an understanding.
Good enough for me.
Now, you will answer me a question.
Fair enough. What do you need to know?
Xenos called you friend. That's what you are? A friend?
Xenos has some pretty twisted ideas. I would be completely honest with her here. Like, whatever Xenos might have said, I wasn't his friend. Xenos might have said I wasn't his friend in particular.
So, you're not a friend. Then... what is it? What is a friend?
I wonder, did I just alter something in the story?
Yeah, I'm just as confused as they all are. But obviously there is something unique going on here. What the? What the hell? I assumed the dungeon was reserved for those intended for the mistress's consumption. It's fortunate we came here when we did. Thankful, even. When it served Xenos was shrouded in haze, but one thing was always clear. Obsession with a friend. What in the world that means, I don't know exactly. I know only that it referred to you and that yours is an important. Xenos had a unique way of looking at things. Xenos' avatar, eh? What are the odds? We still know little about her, but for now I'm glad we found someone who can do more than moan for ether. As much as one might expect the unexpected, I doubt any of us could have foreseen this turn of events. She seems different from other voices, at least those we've met. And the change we witness, I suspect, is due to your crystal purging the excess darkness in her. Even so, she still harbors a great deal of darkness. I'm very keen to hear what she can tell us about herself and about her world. I agree with you there, Y'shtola. Okay, so Dark Road Void Scent, where everything begins. The Dark Road Void Scent regards you questioningly. So, I doubt you came to the dungeon by pure chance. What is it you're after? We were looking for a voicer with whom we could converse, in the course of which we learned of you. We are visitors to this world and know little and less of its workings and ways. We'd be grateful if you could tell us about yourself. So, it's information you seek. What do you offer for it? Nani? We just saved you! I beg your pardon? Void Scent do not give unless we stand to gain. If you desire something, you pay the price. That is the sole rule in this world you call the Void. That makes sense. Pray forgive our ignorance. But what would be acceptable as payment? I suspect that such coin as we carry has no value here. Void Scent crave one thing alone. Ether. In return for the information, I offer you mine. Just not all of it, mind you. I still have need of my life. Very well, I will tell you no more than you can afford to pay. Then we have a bargain. If we were to talk about the Void, let us do so outside. Come with me. What the hell? I should have talked. Oh well. We'll be okay. Is clearly
This is where I belong. My home. This endless darkness you call the Void.
It was my home too before the fall to darkness.
There was once light here, and it shone its warmth upon creation. The lands were green and the seas were blue. Life flourished.
Maybe I remember.
Before the war, the Contra Memoria.
Oh, that's right. That's what led to the flood of darkness.
It must have been a terrible war indeed.
Oh, you have no idea, Varshan.
It shattered the balance, causing darkness to engulf the world.
As I recall, there were some massive weapons being used in it, for bombs.
All life was transformed into monstrosities, Void Scent.
Not all life, some of us escaped.
We are the natural order now.
As light begat Sin Eaters, darkness begat Void Scent.
Yep.
The sun was driven from the sky as fleeting day yielded to endless night. In time, even land and sea lost their distinction. And though the spark of reason had died in us, driven by memory's shadow, we formed factions and carved out domains.
which makes sense. You form your own nation states when
This
you're...
castle, for instance. Its erstwhile lord must have abided in such a place once upon a time.
Seat of power, one of
If
the
I may,
provinces.
the darkness in you is too much for any man to harbor. To my eyes, you are indeed a void sent. Yet your knowledge of the past and your demeanor mark you apart from your brethren.
Yeah, that's a good
You are
observation.
different. That much is plain. But in what way, I am unsure.
That's a good question, Y'shtola.
As you say, I am void sent, but only in part.
In part? You mean...
The darkness touched my mother when the war had only just begun, when I was still in the womb. As a child, I looked like any other, but darkness coursed through me, and I ceased to age when I'd become a woman grown.
Wait a minute, was she...
But that was then. And now, I may as well be one in full.
Oh... Did she...
I prey on the weak and serve the strong. I live to survive. Nothing more.
Whoa...
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to pry.
So we gleaned valuable info.
I realize, too, that I've neglected to ask your name.
As we say mortal, you may call me void sent.
That is liable to cause confusion. If you are not averse, we would address you by your true name.
I agree there, Varshan, 100%.
And call me what you will. I care not.
That's unusual. Very unusual.
How about 0?
0? Why 0?
Meaning nothing. A name as fitting as any.
Literally calling her another form of Ray. Why is that so fitting? Considering I came from the 13th and my name also literally translates to nothing. But
No, not nothing, but rather a beginning. For it remains to be seen what you will become to us.
that's a fair point, Y'shtola. Very fair point. The 0.
As I said, I care not. 0 then.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you, 0. Yep, I think it's a nice name considering it's an antithesis
A
of
name
mine.
is a string of sounds. Its meaning has no bearing on my nature.
Perhaps not. But it has a bearing on how our relationship
Zero,
will develop.
while there is no end to the questions we could ask, it is only fair that we tell you our purpose in coming here.
Yep, Arshawn's got a point there too.
We are searching for a dragon. One who came to your world long ago.
A dragon?
And she's like, what?
Yes. Ajdaya is her name, and she is my sister. If you have any knowledge of her, I beg you share it with us.
Okay, something's watching us up there. Arshawn is completely oblivious to... Called it!
Did you say something?
No, we were being watched. We were being
I thought
watched.
I heard a voice as well. The keening of void scent, perhaps.
We were being watched. Flat as it could be. kind of like the ominous tones that they have here. No one else seems to be nearby. Perhaps it's for the wind. No, we were being watched. If aught is out of the ordinary, I should like to hear more from Zero. For I can't imagine there are many more part Voidsent like her who remember the world as it was. We may have subdued the Voidsent here, but I doubt they'll remain that way. Remain vigilant. Zero, beginning a curious notion in the world where all has come to an end. Perhaps I lived here too, Zero. Never, Arshan, what you got? I'll say we are rather exposed here. Perhaps we should continue a conversation within the castle. The throne room is defensible given its few points of ingress. Let us head back there. Moving wasn't part of the bargain, but I expect my payment promptly. We'll have it as soon as we've arrived. Wow. I at least understand her motivation. She just wants to live, and she's kind of an antithesis of Ray, and a little bit more like Ray Ko, or my alter ego that kind of survived the invasion of Alamigo. I will see to your payment, and then we may ask Zero what she does about Asjaya. Yep, we're about to have an encounter here, aren't we? All appears unchanged here. I feel I saw this. Stay alert. You think? It is 583. Let's. Okay. Okay. So, Reaper to Reaper. Let's.
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
It seems suspect.
Very well.
I hide the mouse behind me. This is sus as heck. And there it is.
You're mine!
Oh, so he wasn't taken that easily.
Ah, but I should miss my mark.
Yep, you are not that good a hunter.
That fiend again? But we struck it down, watched it die.
I suspect it's not that simple, Cindy.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world. And I am free to return whensoever I please.
Death doesn't exist.
Where are they going to go? They can't go back to the ethereal sea. But there's a certain logic to how he puts it.
Of course, in the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
Yep, that's logical.
So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is possible to return again and again.
But they're always insatiable.
Your ether. It is reminiscent of that creature's. Ah, my mouth waters at the memory.
Whoa, so this knows something about his sister?
What?
Uh-oh, you just pissed off Varshan.
I must devour you too. Yes, I must.
Oh, hell nah.
Ye drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
What the? All those enemies we just beat the crap out of, they came back. Good thing I'm a Reaper.
It's another death they want. I say we give it to them.
I don't think that's a good idea, Cindy. We don't understand what we're doing. What the?
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
Oh, she ain't getting involved in this. She ain't got no skin in the game.
That you would. But you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger.
At least she's honest. I'll give her that.
We'll speak after you've won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
Oh, what the?
That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might.
Oh, hell out. Let's go.
That much richer and tastier.
Oh, let's go. I want to kick your...
The castle answers his call. We do well to break up this feast quickly.
Then let's see these guests on their way.
Considering now I'm in full Reaper mode because I'm not playing around anymore.
Behold the power of the Archfiend of Earth!
Or Fiend of F? Then I am the wind and the fire.
He hastens their regeneration.
We need to have someone literally on his freaking face beating the crap out of him.
You cannot defeat that which cannot die.
And now they're going to defeat that which channels death.
This bodes ill.
There's something keep coming back over and over again by his power. We need to actually take him down.
We need to drag him out of this damnable beast. Stand together!
There's no end in sight.
I completely agree. If it's not going to be a win-win, let's get the hell out.
When will you learn? No matter what you do, you cannot hope to win.
Oh, I'll disagree. I guarantee we'll find a way to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
Thank you, Yestola.
Zero! Is there no way to stop them from coming back?
Oh, she's gonna play a
There
bargain
is,
for it.
but I have no reason to share it with you.
Well, at least she's being honest.
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing.
Oh, get her, Yestola.
Your name. You'll have your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
Oh.
A name for which I did not ask.
But it was a transaction nonetheless.
But that I nevertheless did accept.
Two Reapers? Let's go. Good thing I'm a Reaper.
They've been crystallized.
Well now, that's quite the trick.
I'll say. Teach me how to do that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, right in his face.
Satisfied?
I'll take it.
Completely.
Come, my friends. With Zero's aid, we can defeat him.
What is this? What have you done?
Open the path to kicking your ass. That's what she's done.
Now that I think on it, you owe me a debt as well.
Oh?
You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine.
Oh, she's come to collect. Let's help her.
However incurred, a debt is a debt. I will repay it here and now.
We can turn voices into crystals.
What is this power?
Attend to the minions first. Be gone!
That is what I'm freaking talking about. Please tell me I can limit break. Go, go. Bam! That's what I call a fight. Ah! Get her! With 2 Reapers, a Black Mage, or a Tank and a Dragoon. That is a powerful combo.
Fools! Do not think you have defeated me. I will return again and again.
Oh, I think we got your number this time.
What? My flesh? Why won't it heal? What is the meaning of this?
Been beaten.
To seal ether in crystal. Memoria. But how? How can you have this power?
Because she is this world's warrior of light.
Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet,
You're consumed by...
Lord Goddess, you have sent me to my doom.
Yep.
Curse you and your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate.
Yep. I really wonder what power that is. So, like, Echo. Am I gonna see? Am I about to see parts of my past? Oh, part of his past.
You are welcome, seekers of might.
Who's this guy? Their version of Xenos?
I, Golbez, have called you for hither.
Golbez, what's your angle?
I, who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
The crusade?
Yes, yes, but what of the promised gift?
In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
But...
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
Oh, so he gives them like all this ether?
Then honor the pact and pray we are not disappointed.
Arrogant swine is probably what he's
Very
thinking.
well. Behold.
The dragon?
fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life. Such vibrant ether.
So they literally ate sister? What?
This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my 4 arch-fiends.
God.
As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether. Just as well, the creature may yet serve other.
Wait a second. Does that mean that she might still be alive? What?
Are you all right?
Echo. Might still be.
The Void Sense essence remains.
But
But it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scarmelione called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Aye. Their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name.
Contra Memoria.
And to my knowledge, the transformation is permanent.
I see. We
So
thank you
basically
for
that
coming
is
to our aid.
that is tantamount to killing a Void Sense.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I received my own due compensation, which I shall have now.
Yes, yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
But if Yashola keeps giving away her ether, she's gonna die early. I'm kind of worried about that. Like, don't overdo it, Yashola.
Ether is the coin of choice. I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust.
She's about to keel over.
Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
Alright, the echo kicked in. Saw her, or his sister.
A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya.
I'd say it's a strong possibility.
Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
Based on the fact she's
For the ambitions of this Golbez.
But that means
We've been given much to consider. Let us take a moment to review what we know.